In the crafting aisle at Dollar Tree, you can find these burlap fabric rolls pretty much year round for every season, and I love using them for crafts. We're going to start with this picture frame. Now it's all torn apart because we used it for another project, but let me show you what it looked like. It actually had a mirror in it and it was really cute, but that's okay. We kept the frame and we're just going to give it 2 coats of Waverly chalk paint in the white, although this is optional. You can leave it in the black or you can paint whatever color you want. I'm going to give it 2 coats, set it to the side to dry. And while that is drying, I'm going to take this leftover piece of the burlap fabric and I am going to just wet it a little bit. It's just way too curved. So getting it wet and then ironing it works really well. One of you suggested this idea and I love it. Once it was nice and flat, I'm just going to place the backing of the mirror just as a guide, cut and then hot glue as needed. I'm not worried about the edges exposed because we're going to cover that up. And then we're just going to cut off all the excess fabric from the edges. Now that my frame is nice and dry, I'm going to wet a rag and I'm just going to wet distress it just because it has all this texture and I feel like it pops nicely when it's distressed. As I always tell you, you don't have to distress it if you don't like that look. You can always leave it in the solid color. Once I distressed it as much as I wanted it, I'm just going to give it 1 coat of this top coat. That way it'll be nice and sealed. I'm going to add hot glue in the areas where I know it's going to touch the backing. And then we're just going to attach it right to the front. That's it. Look how gorgeous it's already looking. I love that burlap. All right, so now we are going to take this flower. Now this comes off of a bundle that I get on Amazon and they're gorgeous. And I'm going to show you the bundle here in just a few. I removed the stem and the leaves temporarily and I'm just going to cut off the stem as close as possible to the flower without it falling apart, adding hot glue and then just hot gluing it to the center of the piece. Then I'm going to remove the stem from the leaves and now I'm just going to arrange the leaves where I want them, nice and flat. And then we are just going to just leave it as simple as this, but you can add any other flowers you want or arrangements, whatever you want. We're going to add rope so we'll be able to hang it. We're just going to make some knots, tight it really tight, then cut off the front. And then we're just going to do the other side as well, leaving as much hang as I'd like, doing another knot on the other side, cutting off the excess, and then hot gluing it to the sides, just like you see here, a little glue behind the knot, and then a little glue on the rope. And we'll do the same thing on the other side, and this is how we can hang it. I'm absolutely loving this one. I love the colors. They're just so beautiful. That burlap in the background is just gorgeous. But let me know what you think down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we are going to start with this beautiful fabric. Again, we're going to remove the sticker. Doesn't this fabric remind you of like a, I don't know, like an orange creamsicle? Oh my gosh, now I want one. Okay, so I'm going to again iron it just a little bit in the section that I need. And I found this cork board at Dollar Tree several months back, probably even over a year now. My daughter used it for a little brief time and then she gave it to me and I said, you know what, I'm not going to toss it. It'll be great for a craft. I place it on top and I'm just going to just kind of mark where I need to draw lines because I want to add a pocket towards the bottom of the board. So I'm just going to angle cut those parts. Now I did make it about 1/2 inch smaller because I do want to see some of the edge of the board. Once I have it cut to size, I'm going to place it right there where it goes. And then section by section, I'm going to add hot glue and then make sure it's nicely attached. It's looking beautiful. All right, I'm going to add some of this ribbon from Dollar Tree right at the top. This is just going to add a nice detail edge to the top, creating that pocket look. All right, so I'm going to cut off the excess and then I'm going to add more details, although you can leave it like this if you'd like. I think it looks beautiful. I'm going to add some of these thumbtacks from Dollar Tree. They have a beautiful beige tone that I think complements the design very nicely. I'm going to add a couple to each corner and then just add them all around. You can add as many or as little as you want. It does not matter. They're not doing much. I think the glue is doing most of the holding. However, I think it just adds a nice design to it. Once I have the last one here attached, then we're going to add a couple of these stickers. Now, these are wall decals. Of course, you can do whatever decal you want. I just had these beautiful butterflies that I've used several times. I'm going to add a couple that will complement the design and the color style very nicely. And then on the other side, I do want to add flowers, but of course you can leave this to be able to add notes if you'd like. You can add photos because it is a board, a cork board. So you can add whatever you want. I love adding the flowers here, but again, do whatever you want with it. But such an easy craft. I left the little string it had, but you can change it if you'd like. Love this one. It's one of my favorites, but I'd love to know what you think. Let me know down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we're going to take this other leftover piece of burlap fabric and we are going to again give it just a little spray with water and then iron it just in the area where I need it. I'm going to cut a piece that I know for sure is going to cover the surface that we're going to use it on, which is going to be one of these metal pieces that you can find at Dollar Tree. They have a section with tons of different designs, and I have this mason jar style one. I'm going to remove the jute string from it. I'm going to spray adhesive the surface of it without doing the top and add a little bit of hot glue on the edges and then placing the burlap right on top, just like that. And then, of course, we want to cut off all the excess burlap with the scissors as close as possible to the edge, but of course, it doesn't have to be perfect. Now, for the top portion, I am going to add a little bit of this ribbon. Now, I thought for some reason you'll be able to see it. In the end, you couldn't see it, but I just wanted to show you why I did it. All right, so now I'm going to take this crocodile, and this is just basically going to punch hole through the metal nicely and easily. And I'm just going to make several because I want to add some florals, and I want to be able to insert the stem through the holes. So I'm just going to do as many as I think I need, even though I think I added a little too much. It's nice and smooth in the back too, so you don't have to worry about it being prickly in the back. Here's that bundle of beautiful peonies that I get on Amazon. I'm going to take this pink one again. I removed the leaves from it, inserted the stem through the hole, and now I'm going to attach once again the leaves the way I did the other one, but this time just at the bottom. Now then I'm just going to grab different types of florals from the same bundle, just cutting the stem and then just kind of folding it a little bit at the top and then inserting it. Don't worry about it being all out crazy in the back. We're going to tape that here in just a minute. I'm going to add one more, flip it over, and this is where we're going to add clear tape, just making sure that all those stems are nice and flush with the surface at the back, just like that. And I added a second layer of the tape to make sure it's not going to lift on me. Now I am going to add a little loop in the back just so that we don't hang it. Just some jute string. I looped it, tied it in a knot, cut off the excess, hot glued it, and taped it to the back. This is going to be able to allow me to hang this piece on the wall. We're going to flip it to the front, and we're just going to take some raffia ribbon. You don't have to do this part. It's optional, or any other ribbon would do. I'm just going to use this one because it has that nice neutral tone. I'm going to wrap it a few times around my fingers, scrunch it in the middle. We're going to tie it with more of that ribbon, fluff it just a tiny bit, and then we're going to hot glue it to the right side, right there next to the large flower, and that's it. What a beautiful design. I love these colors. Again, so feminine and romantic. But what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. For this next Dollar Tree DIY craft, we're going to take this beautiful mirror. I did not find this at my Dollar Tree, but my beautiful and wonderful friend, Lisa from Crafting My Best Life, actually gifted me this one. So we're going to start with this one. I'm going to remove the backing from it because I'm not going to use the mirror. Now the mirror I'm going to keep because, we could use it for another craft. But I am going to use the back of it, and I'm just going to add a nice thick layer of Mod Podge. I know that you know this technique by now, but if you're new here, you just want to add Mod Podge and then let it dry. I'll show you what to do here in just a second. I'm going to take this gorgeous bee-themed fabric, and I'm just going to remove, of course, the sticker, and it comes really wrinkled. So I'm just going to iron it out just a little bit with my mini heat press, but of course you can use your regular iron if you'd like. I'm just going to do a section where I know I can fit the mirror. All right, so there we go. We're going to add the frame right there, and then we're just going to cut off the excess. Then once the Mod Podge is somewhat dry, this one's a little tacky still, but it works. I'm going to place the fabric right on top and then some parchment paper, and then I'm just going to iron it. The heat is going to activate the Mod Podge, and it's just going to attach it beautifully. Now you can add another layer on top to seal it in, but I didn't think it was needed. Using my very sharp X-Acto knife, I'm just going to cut off the excess fabric from the sides. You can use your scissors, of course, but the X-Acto knife just makes it a little closer to the edge. Once removed, then it's time to just place it right on the frame once again. And then I'm just going to just move those little clips to tighten it. And I am going to add the little clip at the top because that way I can hang it from there. Of course, you can add any other hanging technique you want, rope, ribbon, whatever you want. All right, so if we're going to flip it to the front, and now we're going to add some embellishment. This beautiful sunflower, I believe this one is from Walmart. I'm going to remove the stem, and then I'm going to add a glue all the way around the edge right there at the in the back, and then we're just going to place it on the bottom left corner right there. Now you can leave it just like this, but I wanted to add extra couple little things here. So I'm just going to add these little greeneries, one on each side, and then some of the yellow ones to just add fullness to it. And that's about it for this one. Oh my word. Of course, you can add anything else to the back again to hang it, even tumbling tower blocks to be able to stand it. Love the way this one turned out, but let me know what you think down in the comments. We're going to take one of these little wood round kind of frame pieces. You can find these year round in different shapes and sizes, and this round one is gorgeous. There's actually not much to be done to it. Now I did decide to brighten up the border. You don't have to, trust me, it's beautiful as is. I just wanted it to be a little bit brighter, so I'm just going to take Waverly Chalkman in the white and a small brush and do a light coat. Or I'm going to take another piece of that same burlap fabric, and I'm just going to cut a piece that's going to fit at the bottom half of the round. I'm going to use my finger protector because if you work with burlap, you know that it will seep through when you're using hot glue. So we're just going to start attaching it all the way around half of the wood round. And this is already looking so cute. So now we're going to flip it over and we're just going to cut it as close as possible to the edge using my scissors, but you can also use an X-Acto knife if you'd like. All right, so now we're created a pocket, and now you can do all kinds of things with this. You can leave it as is and add florals in the pocket. I wanted to have it more as a kind of letter and note holder. So I'm going to add some of this greenery on top, attaching it with hot glue, and a cute little pop of pink flowers from Dollar Tree right there in the center, just to kind of bring everything together. Now I'm going to use some of these Dollar Tree thumbtacks. You can find this in the office aisle, and we're just going to add a few, one on each side. And the way I do it so that they're nicely even, I'm going to add one on each upper side, and then I'm going to add one directly in the bottom, the center portion, and then one in each center of each side. That way they're going to be as close as possible to evenly spaced. This is coming together nicely. I had this piece of scrap paper left over. I'm just going to wiggle it around, and I'm just going to write a little cute note for my daughter. Have a beautiful day, Mom. And we're just going to place it right there. This could be a little communication space where you can just place notes back and forth. You can put photos, whatever you want. Love, love, love the way this one turned out. I love these wood rounds. What do you think? I'd love to know your thoughts on this one. Let me know down in the comments. For this craft, we are going to pair the blocks along with one of these canvases from Dollar Tree. They have them in different sizes and even thickness. We're going to take one of the flat, thin ones, and we are just going to use it. Now, I contemplated leaving it in white, but I decided to paint it in this nice soft beige by Waverly. We're just going to give it one coat, and then, of course, we're going to let it fully dry. Now, the canvases have that nice texture that can sometimes look like fabric, so I'm going to do something different with this one. I'm going to take white paint and I'm going to dry brush in different directions. This is going to make that texture really pop and look like fabric. I love the way it turned out. I'm going to use these rub-on transfers from Essential Stencils. I'm going to have their link down below in the description box. This is something I got several years ago and I haven't used it yet. It's perfect for spring and summer. Beautiful designs. I'm just going to cut up this cage right here and several other designs. And if you've never worked with rub-on transfers, they're easy to work with and actually quite fun. You just peel the back like a sticker and then place it wherever you want. And then you just want to scrape it on or basically rub it on. The design does get a little gray as you're rubbing it, so I like to pull the plastic cover as I am rubbing it. That way I know exactly where I need to press a little harder or maybe rub again. I'm going to keep adding different things like the birds and the trees as well as butterflies just to fill in the canvas. Now you can leave it just like this, but I am going to use the darker tumbling tower blocks to create a frame around the picture. I'm just going to use hot glue, which is plenty sufficient. And I'm also going to use my miter shears as needed to cut. So basically wherever I need to make a cut, I'm just going to mark and then use my miter shears, which I do have in my Amazon store if you want to check it out. It is linked down below. It cuts through them really easily. And then we're just going to keep adding until the entire frame is done. This craft is such a nature-inspired craft that I want to use some of this greenery in the bottom left corner. So I'm just going to hot glue a little branch going upwards and then another one going sideways. This is just going to add a little bit more texture and just kind of bring everything together. And then I'm going to add one of these flowers right there in the center. Now you can add anything to the back to be able to hang it, but this time I want to add some blocks to the back. This is just going to allow it to stand and kind of lean almost like a picture frame. And that's it. What a fun craft, and it's so easy. You can also use any stencil you want or even a calendar page from Dollar Tree. But what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. I have another video here for you with tons more of Dollar Tree DIY crafts inspiration. Check it out. I'll see you later and have a blessed day. Bye.